You're on this. You're going north, yeah.
Well, I don't know because I didn't realize this was also a dead end. So yeah, I'll go this way though.
Cool. Bum bum bum. Bum 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 bum. The ground seems to be shaky where you are now, but not like in not in an unnerving way. It just seems to be like a little bit lumpy. So the rocks move slightly. You're walking across them. You're not sure if it's you or the ground moving. And this place has been so fucked up so far. You're like, it's fine.
When is the ground moving not concerning?
When you're in a place that's magical and makes you feel like everything's okay. You find this gnome.
Find a gnome?
No, I said you find this gnome.
Yeah. What gnome?
Okay, the room you see in front of you is what you see, gnome.
Okay. Are they pedestals or are they
They
marks on the
are
floor?
pillars to. Let me count them. 1, 2, 3, 4.
8.
Yes, this is the 8 pillar one. Let me double check what the map says. This is that one. That is the. Yes, this one. So, around each of those pillars, there's rubble on the ground. So in between, so I'm going to draw like a little box for you to make it simple. There is rubble on the ground. Some having great. You know the picture I sent last week of the Fifth Element stuff. It's similar to that where it goes up to there. By the way, it goes up to all of them, right? So it's inside like the boundary of all the 4 boxes, or like the 3 boxes. Like it's in between all. It's in between those pillars that they go from ground to roof. Each pillar has rubble removed, right? So each pillar has like a lump taken out of it about 5 feet in the air. Otherwise, they're perfectly intact. And there's a load of rubble in the middle of the ground between them all. And just to double check if there's any good description. This is this one. Yeah, the floor is covered in descriptions of the underworld and the final no, can't read that one. No, that's the wrong. Oh, sorry, I read the wrong one there. Sorry. One side of each pillar has clay. So where if you go and investigate the pillars, which I presume you're going to do now, you notice that like where it's lumped out, it's not rock, it's clay, and it's actually like a very malleable stone or rock. That's not very malleable. It's clearly not the same material as the pillar itself, and that's where the lump is taken out, and all the rubble's in the middle, and they all seem to have different symbols on them and different like, oh, this one has a curve that goes this way, and that one has a curve that goes that way, and blah blah blah. And if you go and investigate them, but I presume you did.
Yeah.
You're gonna walk through the room, walk past the room, go back, see what the wizard's at.
I'm gonna wait there, see if the wizard catches up.
Cool.
Whilst I'm gonna just look at them a bit more, see if I can find anything else out.
Cool. Roll me investigation, and while you're doing that, I will check on the dwarf. Yes, you can, but you don't think it's gonna last very long because of how strong.
Oh yeah,
the
sure,
rock
but
is.
I have 10 darts. So I
You have
will
10 darts.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Let me
start
see
with 10 darts.
how much days is this going to save you?
I don't
There
know.
is time works out. So you have 10 darts. It's this amount left. So okay, cool. That's not that dice. It is this dice. You think after you get the first dart out, if you work this to its nub, you might just about be able to get this in maybe 3 days, but the darts will not be usable again, and if you keep doing it, you might break your axe. If you keep going all the way for the future, like you might get away with like 3 darts, maybe 4 darts, but if you keep going,
I mean, my main task currently is to get out to get our supplies. So yeah, I will keep going.
For the people in chat or watching this on YouTube, what he's done is he has strapped his one of his darts, so like a dart you'd blow through a torch or like a lawn dart, and he's attached that to the bottom of his axe, and now he's using it as a makeshift pickaxe.
No.
What?
I'm using it as a chisel.
Oh, so you're doing this way. Okay, okay, that's fine, but it's the same effect.
Basically, yeah, but I just
it's
don't
way
have
easier.
the mechanism to bind it into to my axe.
Cool, that makes more sense. Yeah, cool. Well, it makes more sense in general, but yeah, makes sense. So that's what you're doing. Wizard, you make it across.
Hooray!
There you go.
Well, since I saw the gnome go left and then turn around and walk right again, let's go right.
Do you want to go look for him? You gotta shout out. You gotta shout, "No, no, where are you?"
No, I'm gonna go down here.
Oh, you don't. Oh, you're gonna go down. Okay, he didn't go down. That's fine. You walk into that white reveal area, you piece of shit. You walk into a completely different room.
Yay!
Well, chose to walk this way. In this room, there is a massive, massive statue. Like, we're talking about, the room opens up. So as you turn on that corner, the room opens up to a 30-foot tall room. And inside, oh balls. Sorry, I nearly revealed. Cool. And I need to draw really quickly. I thought I already had this in, so I didn't clearly. There's a little door here, like a little straw door here. You notice a ginormous, like, so the room is like 35 feet. You see a 30-foot statue. It's almost touching the roof. It actually looks like it's touching the roof in some angles. A statue of, like, it clearly looks like from what it is, from what you can see where you are, it's a godly figure of some kind. And each statue, oops, that's not what I wanted. Each statue seems to have, if you investigate, are you going to investigate them?
Yeah.
You're going to walk in fully? Cool. Each statue has like an encryption, a description, or encryption of a different god of some kind, but it's like it's not, it seems a bit odd. So it says like let me grab some god names really quickly. I'm not Mogus. Fucking what I can read. Thessa. You should not be meddling with the lives of those who worship you. You should allow the wind to work the way. You should allow the Mother Nature take care of the wind as it sets sail. I have banished you for 5,000 years to never be able to step foot in this place again. And as you check all of them, you notice that one of them talks about Karametra. We know you mean well when you are helping with the harvest, especially in those places full of famine, but it is not your place to get involved. The people need to learn how to farm themselves. If they live off what we have and live on what we do, you're banished for. And it seems like it had a number, but it seems to be like broken, or it's like if it was a normal carving, you'd see a line through it, or if it was carved into stone. But it seems like something has like wiped it a bit, and right from that point, it's completely smooth. And it seems that like something has gone wrong. And if you want to know more, you need to roll me. You can pick how you would like to look at this. If you want to look at it from a magical point of view, or a investigative point of view, or like a stone knowledge point of view. Well, you pick one first.
All right, first we'll go with the investigation.
Cool. Ooh. And what you get? You tell me your rolls. I can't change.
17.
17. You believe something has like mended the like it's like clearly, if you look at all the other stones, every sentence finished, every like sentencing and every story of how a god stepped in place and like investigated, not investigate is the wrong word, but like set their influence on the world. They've had a consequence of like, you did this and then you were locked away for 20,000 years away from, like, it seems to be like a sentencing thing, or like, you shouldn't have done that. How could you step into, like, how could you break the cosmos and all this stuff? Something here is clearly like Karametra is broken, Theros is broken, and the other god that is broken is, I just want to double check to make sure I'm right, is so Karametra, Iris, not Theros, that's the wrong one. Iros, Iroas, and the other god that is seems something is wrong with is Kuranos, I believe. Yeah, Kuranos is also slightly broken, as well as Mogus. So there's those four gods seem to be a bit off, and Karametra. So there's Karametra, Mogus, Kuranos, and Iris, or Iris, Iroas, or Oris, Iris. Gnome, what are you doing? We're gonna just, while you're stewing on that wizard, Gnome.
Well, I was waiting for the wizard, but he hasn't shown up, so I'm gonna go into the room.
Yeah, presume that. You gonna go investigate that rubble?
No, I'm gonna use. I'll use Mage Hand to go and investigate the rubble, because I don't really.
Well,
fancy
you mean
climbing.
you're gonna move it around, or are you gonna get the mage hand
I'm
to
gonna
bring it
go
towards
and
you?
pick a piece up and bring it towards me,
Cool.
because I don't really fancy climbing in between those pillars at the moment.
Yeah. Oh, grand. That's basically 4.5 kilos. Cool. And that lasts for 1 minute, yeah? I believe it is. Mage hand is usually about 1 minute. It's not mage hand. You use a slightly better one. But
I mean, it's a cantrip, so
it lasts indefinitely.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway,
until I cast it again.
It really doesn't matter anyway. But it, yeah, you get a piece of stone towards you. Like, as I've said before, like, it's got a carving in it, and like, if you take out 2 or 3 pieces, you can see that, oh, these all seem to fit together. But sometimes the like, I'm gonna say take out 3 pieces. 2 of them, the lines kind of match up, but another one, they got like, but even though it fits in the same place, like you know, why some cheap jigsaws have like 4 different pieces, so like they all fit into each other. It's similar to that, where like these pieces seem to fit into each other, but only like clearly one is more right than the other if you've only touched 3.
Okay, I kind of think I understand what you're saying. And are these pieces the set? Are these, how big are these pieces?
Slightly large handfuls, especially for a gnome. They're about 4 kilos. They're quite heavy. They're quite big.
One piece.
Yeah, they're the average of 4 kilos. Yeah.
No, so what I'm asking is, one piece the same size as the hole that's missing from the pillar?
So no, the hole from, so there's about like, so the rubble in the middle is about, let me just count. There's about like 30-ish, maybe 40-ish, because you haven't like walked in and counted them all. But there's 30 to 40 different pieces, and you have 3 of them, and they seem like they form a shape together, and the hole's carved out. So the material of this rubble you've got the mage hand to bring to you, is slightly different to the material of the pillar. Like, they look different. Like, one's a slightly darker grey than the other one, and they are like, they seem to fit into a shape, and they may or may not fit into the pillar, but like, you would need to like maybe get 2 or 3 of them in some cases.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. Like,
Yeah.
Is it one per pillar? But you obviously know.
Yeah.
So,
no.
All right. Well, there's nothing evil, magical, anything like that going on.
You want to
with
roll
it.
Arcana check?
I rolled a check for you earlier. I rolled a dice. You told me to roll a dice. I can't remember what for. But you said while I'm waiting, I rolled a 20 on it anyway.
It's cool. For some reason Discord's still not picking up the fucking cameras.
Oh, in that case, I rolled.
No, it's not your
another
fault.
20.
It's not your fault. I can see the 20 on actual Discord, but I can't see it on stream. That's fine. Yeah, same again. Every room so far has this sort of thing of do the right thing, nothing bad will happen. Mess up, consequences. It's like nothing feels evil, nor like everything seems very neutral in the sense where step out of line, smack, blah blah blah.
Okay. So, well, I don't remember what that dice roll was for. So, am I rolling again to check if there's any magic or if
No,
it's
no,
safe
it's fine.
to
No,
go?
it's fine.
Right. So I'm just going to go in and start looking at the pieces and see if I
Cool.
can start
Yeah,
putting
then
it together like a puzzle.
investigation.
It was like 6. Hold on. No, it was a 9.
9 plus intelligence.
2 maybe. You've got the thing. Put it up.
Yeah,
Oh,
but I have to
it will
reopen
change
it.
in a minute.
Sorry, you're 4. It's either
Okay.
it's either 4 or 6. That's so 6 plus 4 is 10. This is gonna take you a while.
No, I rolled a 9.
Oh, sorry, 9 plus 4. Okay, it's 13. Yeah, it's gonna take you a while. But you believe that when you look at the top of the stone, some of them have like it's too high up for you to see because they're like 20 feet in the air, and you don't like it's a perfectly smooth columnar. So climbing it, you don't think is unless you want to start hacking at the pillars. You don't think you can climb it, but they seem to be like you can kind of work out one is like a KA and the other one's a TO, and you're kind of thinking you're looking at these symbols like they might just be the symbols of the gods. And you have to like put them on the right pillar.
Yeah, well, figured that. There's holes in the pillars. There's a big pile of stones.
Yeah,
The
but you
stones
feel
make
like each
pictures.
one is a god that needs to go into a pillar.
That's fine.
You got to keep doing that for a while.
Yeah, and I'll get Mr. Nuts to help. He can start sorting them out.
Yep.
So
cool.
that he can turn them all up the right way so I can see all the pictures on all of them.
Yep. So I'm gonna eventually get that done. So that's fine. But we're gonna go back to the wizard.
It's fine.
Wizard. Unless dwarf, are you doing anything besides just pickaxing?
Hey, I'm a dwarf and I'm digging a hole.
Cool. Dwarf is doing his dwarfish things.
MCA.
Sorry. I didn't know I sounded that good.
You don't have to sound good for it to be copyright.
True.
I got 15 seconds. Anyway,
That's not true.
wizard.
Yar, let's go explore some more doors.
So you want to go?
Also, the
You're not going to
statue's
walk
looking
in.
very happy.
Are you going to walk into this? Yeah. I saw someone drew the name of you. So are you gonna? So you're gonna walk through the doors? You gonna walk? Like you gonna go investigate the pillars? Or what's the goal? What's the plan? Sorry.
Is that statue a crab?
No, they're meant to be legs. It's a really bad interpretation of the actual picture. So it's
Crabs have legs.
yes, but
They
they have
do.
more than what? Sorry, what?
He's got a point.
Yeah, but
It's
wizard.
fine. They just look like a crab. That's
Oh no, it's just a really bad
Yeah.
interpretation of what they actually. You're going into
What's
the store.
here? There's a storage room. I want to go in.
Okay, did you push it open?
Yes.
Cool. It opens with ease. And
Nice.
inside you see
a dragon.
area. No.
In a dungeon. Who'd have thought?
Let me grab the pillar.
Oh, I see a pillar.
Or not the pillar, the thing. You see this. Bum,
Ah,
ba, ba.
This.
This. It's a this monster. Inside in the corner, you see a 6 foot tall goat-like humanoid, which is also known as a.
Satyr.
That's the one, and do not Google that because that is not safe to Google.
Really?
Can I
Oh god!
search?
Every picture is a big, phallic, spear-like penis. Every picture.
Well, SATYR.
Yeah. Go look it up. So I'm gonna
I'm
show
not
it.
going
On
to, but
Oh, it took me like 25 minutes to find one this clean. So that's what it looks like. Looks like a satyr. He's cowering in the corner as you open
Mate,
the door.
I don't know what your problem is. I just did a go search and I get goat-headed, goat-legged people.
Oh no!
Yeah.
All I get is penises, and one of my mates said I got a guy from work to do it too, and he said I'm going to call HR, and I said let's not have this conversation.
Clearly, your search history, mate. I mean,
No, but Skystorm was there too. Anyway, more importantly,
your
this is what
search
it looks like.
history, mate.
you were looking at giant penises with Sky.
Yeah, he told me to look this up and put this in, so he can be blamed. To blame.
Yes, in Greek mythology, a satyr, also known as a Salanos, is a male nature spirit with ears and a tail resembling those of a horse, as well as a permanent exaggerated erection.
Yep, it's very, very thing. Anyway, so this is what you see. He's cowering in the corner. He seems to have like a rusty blade on his side and a bow on his back.
And an exaggerated erection.
Yeah, no, he doesn't have exaggerated erection. So I'm going to put you here. You see him in the corner, and what do you do?
Vulcan's like, is that an exaggerated erection, or are you pleased to see me?
What are you doing, Vulcan? He's
Hello.
cowering on Bossers. Hello? Are you here to rescue me?
I didn't know you were trapped.
Well, like this place is. I've been here for a while. I tried to get out years ago.
How
and
long
now
has the while been?
Oh, I don't know. I came here before the war, and now I'm just
All
like
right,
I came
we
here
go
to
again.
worship.
What have you
and-
been eating?
Oh, I don't know. Like it's only been a few minutes since the door has been opened last.
Well, who came in last?
Oh, me. But like it's like I'm very confused.
Where's the food? I'm hungry.
I haven't had food. It's just like, is the war still going on?
You've been here since before the war.
Well,
Where's the food?
Well, I started as I was traveling on the boat. I got a message that from my town that the war had started, and I left. And because I was coming here to worship, coming here for worship, and now I'm like, then I walked into this room and like there was no one in here. Like when I came into this place, there was no one here, and like where like it's only been a minute. So how did you get in here when I was already here? Like this is confusing me. I like just like. This damn temple, like it was meant to be a holy place. Why is it always so ridiculous? I do not mean to alarm you. I do not mean to like frighten you. And he takes his weapons off and he puts them in the corner and he starts walking like where he is now on the map. He keeps 10 feet away from you, but he puts his weapons
Well,
away.
that's good. We're socially distancing.
Yeah, he doesn't want to seem threatening. He seems frightened. He seems really confused.
Where are you getting your food from?
Well, like it's on my boat.